Hi, tonight we're going to talk about how to shift into soul consciousness. To do this, you have to find out what you love doing the most. That's what's going to put you into the zone. Doesn't matter if it's comedy, sports, music, or spirituality. Okay? The universe is full of magic and bliss awaiting for us to wake up and become aware of it. For that reason, we need to take time to look at life, to smell the flowers, and to connect on a deeper level to the universe inside our universe. The magic and the bliss is revealed when we become conscious that there is more to life than what we experience with our five senses. We collect and fret about objects, but we can't bring them with us when we die. Therefore, be an alchemist. Transfer thoughts, frequencies, and the vibrations of matter, our physical form, into a spiritual being, a higher vibration. We are alchemists, transforming everything into love, where we are not separate from the unity with everything. We do this with fewer possessions, but more freedom and independence, because we are a force in reality, being present in the now. Rumi says, "The world exists as you perceive it. I is not what you see, it is how you see it. It is not what you hear, but how you hear it. It is not what you feel, but how you feel it." There is delightful and enchantment surrounding us if we make up our mind to let go and experience the supernatural in a moment. To do this, we need to de-accelerate and slow down so we can switch to the sixth sense. Yeats said, "The world is full of magical things, patiently waiting for our senses to grow sharper." That doesn't mean we take no action, because we become an involved observer, which is a part of the process of becoming and remaining aware. It is like looking at abstract images called the magic eye, pictures that are autostereograms, made up of two dimensions, images that repeat patterns hiding in three-dimensional image. Therefore, it is a picture within a picture, where the picture magically appears when we observe it correctly. Once perceived, we can look around the 3D image, and the longer we look, the clearer the illusion becomes. In order to perceive the 3D figures, our mind must disable the normal automatic function of focusing and origination, which comes with human conditioning. This is like meditation, where we sit, but we don't sit back and wait for the magic. We focus and we do our spiritual practice. At the core of our being is pure awareness, which is perfect, without feeling thoughts, beliefs, or opinions. Amit Ray says, "Suffering is due to our disconnection with the inner soul. Meditation is establishing that connection." When we align with our soul, we experience peace and tranquility, and we can awaken this spiritual experience without meditation or any spiritual teachings, as they are for the mind. We awaken by being present in the moment, which can be getting in the flow of a game, the groove of music, a cup of tea, or watching a sunset, and it is just getting in tune with our true self. I have been meditating for over 50 years, and it blends me into the inner silence, quieting my mind so my soul can be experienced. It has and is helping me grow the garden of tranquility, happiness, love, and bliss. But it is not necessary, even though I do it every day, because I and others also get the same results growing a real garden. Meditation is a tool to dig deep inside the soul and then use our spirit as the North Star to guide the way. Alan Watts says, "The meaning of life is just to be alive. It is so plain and so obvious and so simple, and yet everyone rushes around in a great panic as if it were necessary to achieve something beyond ourselves. We are all embraced by God because we are all inside the consciousness of God. So we all have access to unity in the spiritual experience. Those experiences expand our consciousness, which scientists say is one factor in identifying life. Because life is growth, therefore expanding consciousness is fulfilling our purpose in life. As Christians, we pray to God, but that is us talking to God. While in meditation, we are listening to God in silence. Many Christians use centering prayer as a meditation, or lectio divina, a slow contemplative praying as a means of union with God. Paramahansa Yogananda says, to commune daily with God is deep meditation, and to carry His love and guidance with you into all your dutiful activities is the way that leads to permanent peace and happiness. To activate our awareness with the divinity within using meditation, which is the art of relaxing into the soul, we remove our mind from the past or the future and just remain in the present. Scheduling meditation at the same time and diet can help to leave the mind and expand into the spirit. In the evening, at the time we reserve for dinner, we are hungry. So reserving a constant time to meditate programs our mind to prepare and desire peace beyond the material plane at that time. We need a subtle mind to meditate, not one that is turbulent. So diet can also help, because what we eat are chemicals that can cause either excitement or tranquility. Everyone is different, with different needs, so we determine what foods are good for our individual existence. Eckhart Tolle says, rather than being your thoughts and emotions, be the awareness behind them. Meditation is a technique to receive a higher insight and perception, but we can use other techniques such as surfing, walking in the nature, or a hobby that transforms us beyond the mind. The more we experience the spirit beyond the mind, the more our sacred energy is nourished, elevating our frequency and inspiring us to a higher existence. A spiritual experience with the soul aligns our everyday actions with a healthy outlook that we are the consciousness we are seeking. The identity that is seeking expanded consciousness is not our true self. We are the consciousness, so just need to dissolve into it. Rumi says, the desire to know your own soul will end all other desires. Our mind is always active thinking, analyzing or worrying, so it is like a storm with many clouds. The light above the storm is inside us. Therefore, we need a technique to fly above our mental storm and soar in spirit above the clouds when life brings stormy weather. When we are tired, looking back with resentment or forward with unease, we need a way to be aware in the here and now. We are awareness in our consciousness, but we are not aware of it because of the storm clouds in our mind that darken and block it like a veil. We see shadows and think something is lurking there, ready to hurt us, or that's why we don't see pure awareness until we stop seeing the silhouettes created by our mind. So to disperse the dark gloom blocking our bliss, we need to find a way to part with our worries that create the storm. Our guidance is within, where we accept everything, the darkness and the light, so we can lift the veil, accept who we are, and soar above the clouds with love. Miyamoto Musashi says, "There is nothing outside of yourself that can ever enable you to get better, stronger, richer, quicker, or smarter. Everything is within. Everything exists. Seek nothing outside yourself." We don't change, but we awaken to our higher self and the God consciousness that permeates everything. Therefore, we have many techniques for us to shift into higher consciousness. We decide the most effective way to stop worrying and just be, to stop seeking peace and love, and just relax into peace and love. Trying to stop our problems, seeking happiness, or the ideal setting is a cause of our tension. Therefore, just be happy and love. Enlightenment or heaven on earth is not about reaching an objective or a place, as it is about being balanced and in harmony inside and out with the physical and spiritual realms. We release tension by turning to inner happiness and stop being attached to temporary, transitory objects as we let go and go with the flow. Nikola Tesla said, "Most persons are so absorbed in the contemplation of the outside world that they are wholly oblivious to what is passing on within themselves." Thank you.